Hey guys, it's Monica from Yellowbird DIY, and today we are unboxing our USA tray kit, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to put it together and how to paint it. So when you get your kit, you have the paint that you need. This kit is great. It's easy colors, red, white, and blue, obviously. You have your supply bag, which includes some makeup sponges, a thing of super glue, and a foam brush. You have this bag. In this bag, I put all of your little pieces, your little letters, your banners, and there are a ton of stars in here. You don't have to use them all. There are some extras that cut out, so I just gave them all to you. And I'll show you when I show you the finished products where I put them, but you can get rid of some if you have too many. And so I'm just gonna go through piece by piece here on what I gave you and how to arrange it. So let's start with this little sign. This is our Home of the Free because of the Brave. This is probably the most annoying one to paint out of the whole kit, just because Home of the Brave, or Home of and Because of the Brave are all kind of individual little letters. Some of them are merged together. They're all here in this bag. So you'll notice on that sign, I gave you a piece of painter's tape, okay? When you get your kit, let me just show you a little piece as an example. When you get your kit, take the tape off, okay, and lay it sticky side up wherever you're working. You're gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna open this and show you really quick. You're gonna take all these little letters, like Home of the, Because of the Brave, and you're gonna stick them to the tape like this, okay? And that's gonna make it so that when it's laying on your table, you can take your makeup sponge and just dab onto it like this. This way they're all in one place and you're not holding all these little letters and you won't lose any of them. And then when they're done and dry and you're ready to glue them onto here, you'll just take them off. The cool thing about this sign is all of the letters are scored onto the wood. So just paint right over that. Don't be afraid to paint it. I promise when the paint dries, the lines come back to life and you'll still see it. And then you know exactly where to stick these letters. The one thing I will say, there's two ofs. The first of is separate O, separate F. The second of is merged together. I don't know why, it's just how the file came. But just be aware of that, because if you put the merged of up here, it's not gonna line up the same as down here. So hopefully that helps. If you mess it up, it's not the end of the world, but I just wanted to give you that tip. So that's what the tape is for. And like I said, some of these have scored lines for you, which makes gluing super, super easy. You know exactly where it's going. You know it's straight. The next sign is this little star. This is how it looks finished. This is how you get it. It's cool because you'll paint this whatever color you choose, and then the star comes in 3 separate pieces as I drop it. This way you can paint it and don't worry about being intricate. And then you'll glue them all together like this. They all nest inside, and you'll glue the big star to the square. And when you're done, this is how it looks. That's easy peasy, right? Same for this. America 1776. I chose to do red on top, blue at the bottom. When you're dabbing with makeup sponges on this kit, the ombre and the blending is so easy. So you'll take your sponge, dip it into some paint, and you can just swipe across this, whatever color you choose. Then you'll paint this, same deal. You'll take your makeup sponge and dab, dab, dab. When you have letters and numbers, you dab, 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 however you see fit. And this is so easy. You just glue this right on top of this. It's all one piece, and boom, that's how it looks when it's finished. Then we have our USA here. That's how it looks finished. I did not weld out the little inside of the A here. Let's toss that. You don't need that. So same, scored, making it perfectly straight for you, and you glue it on. Paint this whatever color you see fit. The scored lines come back to life. Paint these however you see fit and line them right up. I decided to do red and blue on mine, and like I said, you dab your sponge. Here's the trick. Dab your sponge. Let's say red, right? Do the top red. Dab a new sponge into the blue. Do the bottom blue. Then you're gonna marry those colors together. Take your red sponge that has the red already on it and just do the very top in some blue and let that meet the blue. When you do that, it merges together perfectly. Maybe I'll do a quick little ombre class so that you guys can see some cool tricks on how to do that. But it's so easy, and you don't have to get complicated. You could paint one red, one blue, one red. You don't have to follow my example. But that's how this looks when it's finished. now we have these adorable little firecrackers that come with a stand. So when they're done, you just stick them into these little grooves. Like, my camera's not low enough to stick everything on the table, so I'm holding everything, which makes for awkwardness. So that's how that looks. I just love this. I think it's so cute. So let's see how it comes unfinished. Everything is in 2 pieces. The stand is in 2 pieces. You don't have to paint this. This will get glued right over top. That's your stand. And then each firecracker is 2 separate pieces. And just make sure you're aware, like, one bevels to the left, one bevels to the right, and then one is straight. So just make sure you're aware of that when you're gluing them together. So you'll paint the base a color, paint this a color. You can do some ombre in there. You can use your sponge and blend colors together. You can do whatever you like for those. Then you glue them all together, and like I showed you earlier, they just sit in that stand, easy. This mason jar, this is my favorite part of this kit. I love this. Let me just show you how cute this is. These come out, guys. They're little sticks, and they stick into this mason jar. I don't know why these things make me happy, but I just love it so much. So let's show you how to build it so that you know how to achieve that. The top of that Stars and Stripes is all one piece. Thank God. So easy. Everything's together. So I painted mine all white. It's all one piece, and that's what's going to get glued on top. The mason jar, let's get these little sticks out of here. The mason jar is 3 pieces. You have your base, which you do want to paint because you see this part. You don't have to paint down here, but you do have to paint the top of this at least. Then you have this little thin piece. So you're going to take that. You don't have to paint that. You're going to take this and make sure you line it up and glue it at the bottom. Make sure the bottom is together like that. Then you'll paint this and you'll glue that on top of that thin piece. And what that does is it creates this little opening, and that is what allows your sticks to slide right in there. And so that's how you get that look. Isn't that so cute? And then there are 3 stars in the kit, and that is what goes on top of your sticks, like this. So you'll just take your star and glue it just a little bit, enough where it's on there. And then, like I said, that's where you'll take the little extra stars in your kit, and you can glue them however you want onto these, and then they stick right into the mason jar. So cute. Then you have your banner. So your banner has the stars, and then you can take the extra stars in your kit and glue those on top. And there's probably enough where you could do a couple double layers. And that is it. That is the USA kit. Like I said, don't forget, in this bag, you have the little letters. Use that painter's tape. It'll make life so easy. Oh, you also have your stand. Paint both sides of these. They just interlock, and you can use the stand. And then you also have a stand in your kit that looks like this. For that, you're going to glue it onto the back. I did it on my USA sign. You can honestly do it on any sign except for the round one. They don't hold the round ones. And you'll take your slotted rectangle, glue it onto the middle, let the bottom hit down there like that. And then you will take this little circle piece, half circle, and stick it right in here. You don't have to glue that. I leave mine unglued. And this way, when you do stick it on your stand, that holds that right into place. And that is it, guys. That is the USA kit. So easy. I cannot wait to see these painted up. I think you guys are gonna love this one. Send me pictures and have a great time painting it. And thank you so much for your orders as always. Enjoy, guys. Bye.